How we doing, everybody? Avi Weisfogel coming to you with today's words of wisdom in the world of sleep. So when we talk a little bit about turning a dental patient into a sleep patient, what it requires is some out-of-the-box thinking. It requires stopping to think like a dentist, right? Totally illogical. Doesn't make sense. The dental mind thinks in a very logical way, hence can't possibly have to do this. And why would we possibly have to go through all these steps just to treat a sleep patient? It is precisely that attitude, by the way, that allows the people who do go about things in the right way the ability to see, honestly, 50 times more patients than the average guy. And that's what we're looking to create in this world. People who are looking to do things different, people who are looking to do things in a way that doesn't necessarily make sense to the dental mind. So we talked yesterday about you can't just treat a patient because you want to, and if you do treat a patient, you can get sued in a big way. I mean, imagine going through all that process and taking a patient and treating them, even getting paid by the insurance company, and then having them coming back and say, sorry, but you owe us that money, and you've spent that money. Or they come back and say, hey, we want that money plus interest. And if it's Medicare, they say, we want that money plus interest plus your freedom. So none of this stuff particularly becomes worth it. So what the sane person might say now, what am I bothering for? What am I even doing this for? Well, there are millions of patients out there literally suffering with undiagnosed sleep apnea. You treat one and you change their lives. You treat hundreds, thousands, then you're really changing lives. It becomes a very gratifying thing. So we talked yesterday that you can't just treat a patient. You need to send them to a physician for an evaluation for a home sleep test, and then, assuming you're working with that physician, they know full well that your patient has screened positive, so they're going to order a home sleep test. Now talk about the home sleep test for a second. There's what's known as a level 4, level 3, level 2. Level 4 are sold at a lot of dental sleep courses. They're junk. They're not doable. It's not much better than an app. On the other hand, and even worse, if you use that as your diagnosing tool and then you try to get an oral appliance done and then you get audited, they look at you and say, well, you didn't get or use the right home sleep test, so pay us back. So today's lesson: use at least a level 3 sleep test, and even better, a level 2. What's a level 3? The ResMed Apnea Link Air, that's the favorite one that we use right now. Great system. ResMed is a giant in the sleep industry. They're one of the big CPAP companies. And at some point we'll talk about why CPAP is good, not bad. It really works. So if you're able to just take the thought process of, hey, this thing works, and if I diagnose a patient, or not diagnose, but help get a patient diagnosed, and this patient goes on CPAP and they use it every day, you know what I just got? A successfully treated sleep patient. I probably extended this guy's life by 5 to 10 years, maybe even more, maybe saved his life, maybe prevented a heart attack, who knows? But what we do know is that CPAP's good. Now, getting back to it, level 3, level 2. Level 2, the one that we use by far the most, is the Aries unit. Aries unit is made by SleepMed. We set up our members with an Aries unit. So if you're interested in getting an Aries unit, you can come to us. I'm sure there's other places that sell them, but Aries units we love. They're very user-friendly, they look professional, and give you all the data you need. The last one I'll talk about is the WatchPad system. WatchPad is fantastic. It's also the most expensive. This is life. You get typically what you pay for. So ResMed will be your bare bottom, cheaper option, yet still very good. Aries being really good, more expensive, and WatchPad being even more expensive than that. Use one of those 3. You're going to get the information you need, and you're going to be able to treat patients, which is the name of the game, guys. These tips are going to keep on coming. I hope you're enjoying them. Hit the subscribe button right here so you can know when a new video is posted. Until the next time, Avi Weisfogel with today's Sleep Words of Wisdom.